guys, today is going to be a game-changing day for you. We are coming up on the midway part of when we're going to shift gears through this whole thing. And I feel like the shift through graduating from confidence growth into making your goals happen and believing in yourself and believing in your ability to do this is going to be such a powerful day. But we still have a few days left of confidence building. And I feel like one of the biggest things that we have not touched on that everybody should do to just completely transform your life. Here's something that I learned, and it works. You cannot feel angry and grateful at the same time. You cannot feel anxious and grateful at the same time. You cannot feel sad and grateful at the same time. It's just this weird thing. It's impossible to do. So I'm going to take you through some gratitude activities today. I have my notes here. I have my planner. So what I like to do is I actually have a tab in my planner that is all lined sheets. Look at that. Carl's coming to say hi. I have lined sheets in my planner under one tab for gratitude. So that's how I do it. And I just write a couple lines a day, and I'm going to give you some prompts today to maybe help you. And this could be something that is so powerful. So let's jump into it. I'm going to give you 6 different categories for a grateful life, a magical life, just things that you truly love that may have been a coincidence, that may have been something that you've dreamt about your whole life, something that you've wanted and you're now living it, even if it's really, really small. The first category, can you see his little tail wagging? The first category is people and pets. So what people or pets in your life are you grateful for? Definitely for me, my 2 main men, Andre and Carl, would be at the top of my list, but who is on your list of people, friends, family, pets that are either yours or part of your extended family that you love very much and that you're super grateful for? I feel like that's an easy one to start with. What are some moments? It can be super specific. What is a moment that you are grateful for? Let's come sit here. What is a place, a location that you're very grateful for? It can be a travel destination. It can be one of your favorite escapes. It can be your home. It can be your living room. It can be your kitchen. It can be your garden. It can be a childhood memory that you used to spend a lot of time at. It can be your parents' home. What is a place that you're very grateful for, having either experienced it in your life or still experiencing it today? What is a skill that you have that you're very grateful for? What is something that you can do that other people can't do very well? And you're very naturally good at it and you know it. It can be anything. And brag away to the women in the chat that are like, I want to be humble. This ain't the time. Brag. Go, girl. What are some experiences that you've had in your life, whether it be a travel experience and being able to see something for the first time that was so amazing, or just an experience in terms of something like a skill that you learned? So what's an experience that you've had in your life, either something you learned or maybe an experience through schooling or being able to witness something and see something just so majestic that has stuck with you that you're just super grateful to have seen in your life? What is a thing? So I feel like this is where, that's the one that we always go to, is what are the things that we want? It's actually, for me, it's at the bottom of the list, because if you think about all these other items that we just went through, whether it be experiences, people, memories, places, they are far more valuable in your gratitude list than the random things that we own, like jewelry. It doesn't matter. But you could be very grateful for something that you have, like a home or something that you have always dreamt of, that, we all have this. I was having this conversation with my friend the other day. We have this moment where you go through this in your life of when you were younger and you're like, oh, I would kill for something like that. And then you can get that, the more expensive bottle of champagne, something so random. Have you had a moment like that, yes, it's a material thing, but when you got it, big or small, you're like, yeah. Can I tell you mine? It's not even a bottle of champagne. It was like $5. Not even. This is so embarrassing, but it was a thing that I was so grateful for. So as a young adult, I would always use either a washcloth or like little cotton pads to take off my makeup. And I remember seeing girls on YouTube, or even like my mom, or just women, use like those Neutrogena wipes. And I always thought, like, I can't buy that. Like, that's really expensive and that's really bougie, but like, I wish. And the first time I ever got it, I was like, oh my gosh, I've made it. It's such a random, dumb thing, but it meant something to me that I was like, okay, like, treat yourself. And I just felt really good about it. And that was just like a random, we all have those little moments of, you were able to splurge and treat yourself, but it just made you feel really special. So that's how I'd kind of love for you to look at things. So on this note, so hopefully you feel like prompted in your gratitude and in your ideas, but I want to take you through just a quick list. You can write these prompts down for you to be able to answer them, or you can rapid fire them. All right, so let's keep the gratitude train going. I have my list right here, and I have 6 questions for you. Rapid fire answer. So what are some things that you're good at? So we talked about your skills, but if you were to list maybe 1 to 3 things, like just what's something you're good at? I can tell you how to book a Disney dining reservation and plan your trip better than most people. It's random, but I'm really proud of it. I can help you set goals better than most people. I can almost feed a chipmunk by hand. Just rant. What are you good at? What are some things that you're good at? I'm very good at creating. In all seriousness, I'm very good at creating. I'm very skilled at art. I'm very good at design. I think I'm pretty good at motivating people to get off their tuchus and do something. So what are some things that you're good at? Drop it in the live chat or in the comments. What are 3 things, 1 to 3 things that you love about your life? It can be your family, it can be your home, it can be when you guys all have dinner together, it can be the quietness of your household and your life, it can be your fur babies, whatever, your baby babies, it can be whatever you want. So what are 3 things that you love about your life? Go. What are 3 things that you're proud of? 1 to 3 things. It doesn't have to be 3 things, but what are 3 things that you're proud of? Even in light of everything that has happened in the past week, if you did not see the Q&A with Andre and I on my main channel, we spilled all the tea on this, but even with all the stuff that happened with Beachbody and the anger and sadness that I feel towards that, I am so freaking proud of myself that I spoke on stage in front of 30,000 people. Like, that's probably never going to happen again in my life. Maybe it will. But for that to have happened from coming from a place of being such a shy, very shy girl that I never thought that I would do that. And I owned it and I loved it. And I never thought that I would be good at public speaking. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. And I think that that's something that's really cool. And I always think about that whenever I'm thinking about things that I'm proud of, because I went from the polar opposite of that to 30,000 people. It's crazy. So I'm just super proud of that. So what are things that you did that maybe you were once scared to do? It can be random. I'm really proud of myself that I conquered Halloween Horror Nights like a champion this year. Does it matter? No. Am I proud and did I have fun? Yeah, I'm hella proud. One thing in all seriousness that I am very proud of is I'm proud of my, how many years? 11-year marriage to my husband, but like 20 plus years together. I think that's something that's very rare in this world. I think we have a very strong relationship. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of our home that we dreamt up in our head. And I'm very proud of the progress that we're seeing that with the kitchen renovations and all the things. I'm very proud of us as a couple for being able to work together in the same house all day long, live together, and still have the relationship that we do and just the things that we build. So what are some things that you're proud of? Can be that you finished a book this week. It can literally be anything. What are you proud of? What are some things that you love about yourself? Whether it be physical, it can be your eyes, your skin, your smile. It can be personality traits. It can be things that you're, like we said, that you're just naturally good at. Is it that you're a really good cook and you're maybe a really good reader? You're a really great host. I wish that was a trait that I am the worst. I am the worst host. I get so overwhelmed and I just want to talk to everybody and then I forget to like make things. I'm the worst host. But sorry, that's not the point. I was supposed to say things are bad. See, if you're doing that, so natural, especially as women. We're like, we don't want to brag. So we're like, but I'm not good at this. What are some things that you're good at? And then real talk, I've shared this in a Daily Grind series before. This is something that is so powerful. When you wake up in the morning, give yourself a compliment. Thank parts of your body for working. Why do you gotta make it about you? So whether it be physical or health or gratitude towards your life or certain characteristics that you have, what are you grateful for? He's trying to drink my coffee, isn't he? All right, 2 more questions. What are 3 things that you want to accomplish? So when you're thinking about gratitude, it's not just things that have already happened. It's gratitude for your future life. And that's huge. So what are 3 things that you really want to accomplish? Okay. Let me share some ideas. I would really like to continue. You can see my easel back there. I'd really like to continue painting. I would love to continue hobbies of like with the animals. It brings me so much peace if I'm having a stressful day. Like this past week was a lot between the hurricane. By the way, my heart goes out. If you're watching this in real time, if you're not, this will probably make no sense. But this is filmed in October 2024. If you just experienced everything that happened through Florida and the, what we call it, southeast region of America. It was a lot. My heart goes out to you, thinking of you guys. So with just between everything that's gone on with what we talked about in the Q&A that Andre and I did, and just all of the, dare I say, tea and drama with that, a lot of emotions. And then that paired with just everything else this week with Mother Nature being really angry and not cool. And just still like, we're still waiting to hear from certain friends that we haven't heard back from. So it's a lot on my mind. But if you're going through a tough season of life, going outside can be huge. So that's something that I want to continue doing. I want to continue feeding the animals and spending time on nature walks without my phone. And just, it's so good. So that's something I would love to. It's not an accomplishment per se. There's no like big check mark next to it, but it's something that I think could be incredible. I would like to take Carl on more walks. You're being a treat today. One thing that we definitely would love to accomplish that would be like a material thing is definitely the continued renovations of our home. We love going to, there's a local-ish kind of near us spa that's like a Scandinavian style spa. We would love to recreate like a miniature version of that in our home, like in the rock outside with like hot tub, cold plunge, sauna, like that type of thing. It's a really big goal, but those are some things that I would like to accomplish. I'm trying to give you guys time to think about just what are some things that you'd like to accomplish, more hobbies that you would like to do, some actual physical things that you would like to have. What does that look like? And then the last question kind of stems from the prior one is what are things that you want, like physical things, whether it's, and go there, whether it is a car or a feeling or an emotion of, like I said, the makeup wipes, like what does that look like for you? So what are some things that you would like in your life? It can be a bag. Ladies, it can be a bag if you want a bag. For me, that was hugely, a lot of the times it's symbolic too. So if it is, don't just want it because it's trendy. Do it because there's a certain emotion tied to it and it's special. Maybe you want a puppy. You can have this one. You stay with me. I hope that today was special for you guys. I know today was a little bit of a longer one, but we're well on our way to confidence building and eliminating anxiety, doubt, worry, sadness, anger when you can dive into this place of gratitude. So I want you to think of all these things in your life that you're grateful for, all the things that are yet to come that you're grateful for, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes.